All right. It says I'm live, so I hope I'm loud enough. Anyway, my partner isn't here. Don't know what's going on. Maybe he's having a date or something. I don't know. But I'm going to see about just opening some stuff because I saw Mo Biggs say hi. So hi, Mo Biggs. Thanks for coming in. Let's see, where are we? First, I need to. Here we go. We got a camera. We got a keyboard. We've got what's this? Oh, I got to mute that. All right. I'm trying to get myself settled in. This is all weird. But hey, I said I'd open some mail for you guys. I got mail and I got sharp things. I can't find the pocket knife I wanted to use, so instead, from one of my Ukraine trips, I have this guy, which they sell. What do you call it at souvenir stands? I I really wasn't into getting anything, and so this lady who was selling these things, you're supposed to haggle, and she just wanted 20 hryvnia at the time, which was I think was like $4, and I said sure, whatever, here you go, and she expected me to haggle the price down. And my compadres I was traveling with, this is at the end of a church camp we do or used to do in Ukraine, but so we're talking like 2012 was the last time I met. This was before that, but they're like, no, you're supposed to haggle. I'm like, I don't care. But she looked at me like I was an alien or something because I didn't haggle with her. Anyway, so it's a lighter, but it's out of fluid right now, and then it's a pocket knife. I hope it's sharp enough. I don't think it's sharp worth anything, so we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to open up some stuff for you guys. I had four people waiting at one point, and so now it's just one. Maybe it's just Mo. Maybe it's just me. All right, get this out of the way. I got three things that came in this week. If anybody wants to join in and say hop on to open something up yourself, I'm open to that. Just tell me who you are in the chat, and I will drop you a link on Twitter or email it to you or whatever. So where do I put this guy? Oh, just down. There. I hope my keyboard doesn't do things while I'm not looking. All right. So the first one that came in, I don't even remember what this was. I know mail has got to be so exciting. Oh, this is just not sharp at all. There. Oh, that's terrible. That is just terrible. Cutting in the sides there. Trying not to cut my finger. Yeah, it's never sharp enough to cut what you need, but it will always cut your finger, no matter what it is. There we go. Aha. Figure this one out. Scissors. Regular scissors. The knife looks like the price that would be a from each according to. Yes, it very much is, and not just because of the decoration. it's the silliest little thing. I should have run it through the stone sharpener before I started. I still don't understand these opening emails or these opening videos, but as long as people enjoy them, not a problem. Oh, okay. Hey, Rick Sailor, how you doing? I see a fist and a beer. Aha, Star Spangled Squadron. I think this came out a while ago, but I just got my copy. So here we are. Trading card and a print. It looks two-sided. I bet it's folded. Yep, there we go. So basically the same on both sides. I think it is. Let's see. The viewership has doubled. Yes. Thanks for being here. And if I know Mo Biggs, you don't do whatchamajigger, you don't do YouTube, but Rick, if you have anything you want to hop on, I will send you and show off. I will send you the link. I just ask for things that have shown up in the past couple weeks. That's all. Oh, okay. So I barely remember what this is about. I don't even know if I have enough light on it. Let's try this. That's better. Oh, that doesn't look good. He's in trouble. So part of our discussion last week got me, what the hell is that? Got me thinking about like how panel flow goes a little bit better when you're doing off-angle panels. So I'm going to try looking for that as I read books now. A lot of times what throws me is lettering where bubbles are just in the wrong spots. So the art's adequate. Very much like the characters. Very adequate. Yes. see what we got. It would be cool to get on, Rick, but then you would technically lose half of your viewers. You're right. You're right. We don't want to do that. My channel's damaged enough anyway by going to school. So, all right. Standard art, not Jason Fabic, but along those lines. There we go. I guess she has a name, Stiletto. Nice. Keeping it brief then. Since there's no one here to chat with, it's kind of weird. I can't take turns with anybody. Gently. Put that down. We need to get Blue 3 more subs tonight. Please, I'm hungry. Buy me some subs. I think the knife would have done better than the scissors. Nope. Everything sucks. Oh, there's tape under tape. I gotta love that. All right. Nah, it's just small. No big deal. What do we got? And I don't remember where this came from, but it's got foam in it. I think it's taped in place. Yeah, this is taped in place. Okay, I think I know what this is from the look of it. I think this came from Vault Kobold. Is that his name? You want to know? If I wanted to stream solo, I would have just recorded this ahead of time. So much tape. Okay, yeah, this is from Vault Kobold. And I don't know how to say that. Sisyphus, the Legend of the Ashmen, number 8 out of 100. This is, I think it's an ash can of sorts. That light might be too bright. Nope, doesn't work. Anyway, came from Crypto Comics, as you can tell. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, Vault Kobold. I got to read that in my screen. Rover Studio, Steve Dye. What do we got here? Never heard of this one. Yeah, this was. I'll have to post a link to it. He. What did he do? He did. Oh, geez, I can't remember the name of his other book. But this was just a really quick, sold on the website, which I think is cryptocomics.com. See if that comes up. Keep it nice. Oh, good. You get to watch me type. Thrilling. Yeah, his other book had a different name. The wires are in the way. I can't believe with people watching now I can't type. Trypta. Havoc. That's the name of his book. There you go. There you go. There's a link. Yeah, let's see what he says, if anything. And the right way to do this is to not the whole screen, just a window. Yeah, there we go. So here is Havoc. That's his book. The previous one. VaultCobalt.com books. So he's got a lot of fancy mouse over stuff. That's the one we're looking at. There's the cover again. There we go. The origin of the dreaded Court of Tragedies, elemental monstrosities Sidoph Sidolphus, and how the Ashman came to be a plague upon the world. Those responsible for spawning it, and perhaps even the lost secrets of its purpose for raging across Vlonren. I can't say that. Let's see. Oh, no, okay. And then that fateful story, as well as a sneak peek into my future project, Grimshaw, will be included. This 12-page full-color mini comic. That's right, it was a mini. I thought mini was going to mean it was not full size, but he means not full thickness. Okay. And U.S. standard comic size, because somebody can't read carefully. That's why. Phenomenal cover. Yeah, I like the cover. Along with silk interior pages. Wow, he's printing on silk now. This is intended to tell a fantastic tale from Vlonrayan's past with more tome-like feel in contrast to the exterior. I scrolled down. So you got the Ashman Ashcan. Yes, I did. Havoc, that's what it was. Right. Let's see. Wait a minute. I should do this differently. It's like that. Yes, there we go. Functioning correctly. I got the Ashman Ashcan. That's correct. So I'm also drinking my gym pre-workout. I'm supposed to go lift after this stream, which is basically just green tea. Everybody drinks all these weird chemicals. It's like, why? Right. I got the Ashman Ashcan. So there we go. He also has another book here, Trials and Triumphs of Novella. Story of a man that is more than what he seems, but less than what he was, searching for a way back while moving forward. Yeah, that. Okay. There we go. There we go. He must gamble, not grumble. He must gamble with fate for a chance to live again. Every step questioning the risk versus reward. 40 pages. Gloss interior. 13 picturesque illustrations. Yeah, I got my copy of this novella when I finally broke down and ordered Havoc. So there we are. There's that. Cool. All right, we're back. So let's take an actual look at this one and pop that off the screen. Yeah, I like this. It reminds me of the character design in that one book that took me 4 minutes to read. What was it called? With the skull on top of the suit of armor, and he screams. I can't remember what it was now. Whoops. There we go. Since I've already been reading to you, I won't read this. You're welcome. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that Han Solo? Looks like Han Solo there. Interesting. And cool. Very red. All right. Oh, Forsaken Gods. That's the name of it. So looks a little bit like Forsaken Gods, but it's not a skull up there. It's more of a head on fire. Where was he? Was he on this page? Next page. Yeah, this guy. So, pretty cool. Can't wait to read it. Take a peek off at the side. Yeah, there's a little tiny 2-page preview of the art for Greed's Gambit. All right, set this aside gently. Hey, Liam. All right, so I got one more. I can move my keyboard again. But before I get to that one more, I got to put my thumb in the right place. I went online to go shopping for my buddy's kids for Christmas, and they're like nieces and nephews to me. And for one of them, he made her. Hello, how you doing? Anyway, I was asking him about what about the wall shelves versus the Legos? And so he texted me do not buy the wall shelves, and he made her go in and update her Amazon stuff. So I got her something. She needed a windshield wiper fluid container for her car. So I was like, okay, I'll get that because I can't get her the Legos anymore because she took it off of her list, just out of there. And the only other thing was like a what do you call it? Gift card. So I got the gift card today wrapped up in this huge thing, putting my thumb over it on purpose. And it looks like up here by my fingers, it looks like it melted, like if you were to put it on your tailpipe and it just melted together. Thankfully the card was down here. It's fine, but dang. Anyway, uninteresting stories. Okay. So where'd this come from? It came from an imaginary land that does not exist if you listen to Nick Ricada. And of course, I must use my communist knife to cut it open. Just poking at you, Liam. Oh my gosh, what is that? There we go. Yeah, I remember kids. There we go. When I was doing college ministry, I remember kids wearing USSR because they thought it was like the coolest thing, man. No, they killed a lot of people. Like, why communism doesn't get the rap that fascism gets, I don't know. This thing is not sharp. This thing is absolutely made by. There we go. According to your need. Let's see. The Gemini mailer has been knocked off the mountaintop by the expendable tough box. Well, the tape is what's killing me. I really need to sharpen this thing. All right, let's see what we got here. If my fragile, delicate, feminine little hands can tear cardboard anymore. Yep. So I invited Arrogant Ape on, but he's working. There we go. And so he can't make it. And he told me that he tears into his boxes at the door like a child. It's like, no, he does it like an adult. Holy cow. And I'm a little disappointed. I got, as far as I can tell so far, no mold on this box. Communism kills a lot of people, but it also kills a lot of commies. Good point. We need that perspective. And just a little, there we go. Oh, yes. I hope I didn't ruin anything or squish anything inside here. Hey, Felix Haas, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. It's apparently going to be a quick stream because I'm just talking to myself. None of them are really sent with mold, only a little mud. 1, 2. Yep, only a little mud. Well, I'm not seeing the mud. I wanted my own little piece of Oz. Okay, back to reality. Here we go. Little wear and tear right there. I could feel and hear the bag sliding around, or the book sliding around just momentarily, so that's all I got going there. It's not really damaged. If it was easy to open, it would not be a tough box. Brilliant wisdom. All right, so we have a gigantic note, like a bookmark, from Liam Gray. Liam here, I'm writing because I wanted to personally thank you, etc. Okay, he signed it. That's cool. Thanks, Liam. And coming up is chapter 2, The Alchemist's Lie. And he talks about it a little bit there. So that's cool. I'll close the sharp objects. All right, carefully put this aside. There. That's enough of that. I feel like I'm being watched. How you doing, Dean? I don't know if I'm giving you the full experience ASMR of this plastic. All right. So we got all kinds of little doodads taped in place. The tape folded over on me. It's a plot, Liam. You're plotting against me, so I can't open this. There we go. Gotcha. I'll quit being a dork in a minute. Okay. There are two. One of them signed. There we go. That's the difference. Yes, it is. And of course, there it is. So we got a signature here with a little star on it. It's cute. Hey, Docho-kun. Yeah, for people with smaller audiences, I noticed they hit every single one of the chats during their streams. But cool, we got two copies here. This one's shrink wrapped. This one's open because it's signed, and now I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to like get it all gross with me. Oh, okay. Speaking of gross with me, about 4 months ago, in jiu-jitsu class, we were doing an exercise. I forget who it is. It's not an Eddie thing. We were doing an exercise where you start where you've already got somebody's back, but you're not allowed to fully choke them, or you're not allowed to like fully choke them around. You clasp, but you have to clasp your hands in front of their shoulders. And so that was the exercise for the week. A little tiny ding. Oh, see that little white thing there? All right, so we're going to be nice and delicate with this. Anyway, so what happened was, because some people have beards and whatnot, and I'm starting every round of the drill with somebody sitting in front of me and my forearm up against their face, I got all these little like bumps or something. And anyway, I had to go get it checked out because more of them popped up again. And it's like I scrub after every jiu-jitsu class. I take a shower and scrub. So just what the heck is this? And thankfully, it's nothing too weird. It's just a little bit of well, it's gross. We'll put it that way. But I basically got pimples from people's sweaty beards. Really sick and gross. So if you didn't notice, my arm is half shaved. I got to go fix that later. There you go. Sign up. Dean says he's driving and listening. I guess that means I have to keep talking. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Cool. Oh, it's black and white. No, I knew that. It's fine. Chibis. Oops. It's got the chibis. There we go. I'm trying to be a little bit delicate with this. I don't want to just gank your book. Oh, man. This is... Increase the back a little bit, too. There we go. Man, she's done some precise work. That looks good. This is one of the pages we saw a lot of on the promos. There. So it's not just cell shading, it's more than that. I don't get the inside joke here, but I'll just accept it for what it is. Yeah, the art is excellent. In fact, I think that's a little overexposing. There we go. Now you can see a little bit more of the gradation. So it's dimmer, but you can see it a little bit better. Let's go a few pages this way. Of course, I have no idea what's in here. Oh, that's gory. Dang. I think coloring this might have ruined it in one way and maybe brought out a few things in another way, but this is a cornfield. This would take so long to color. Oh my goodness. Oops. Here's a double pager. There we go. I'm not sure what all's going on there. There's one dude. The other. Dang. Pages feel nice. This is a nice quality paper. All the way from the land of Oz. I seem to be hitting certain signatures. There we go. Oop, a little shiny. Let me hide that. Now, I don't remember enough katakana to be able to pronounce that. Is those the lost art of page numbers? What is that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Little nib. That happens all the time. Volume 1. I like the smiley face, the scarecrow smiley face. There we are. A little greeny. Yeah, this is cool. Hey, thanks for the signed copy. I mean, I know I ordered it, but, thank you. It's almost special. It's like I can feel the grease from Liam's fingerprints on mine. We're connected now. It's in no way romantic. I want to go wash. So, all right, can't quite get it back in there, so I'll just be really delicate with it and set it aside. Cool posters. And I have learned from my absent partner that yeah, I should be showing you off all this stuff. So this is nice, pretty thick. Is this 2? Is it? No. Okay. I got one poster one time. It was so thin and difficult to deal with. There you go. The promo movie poster, bottom to top. So this allegedly takes place in the same world as Xenotype. Can't wait to see that. I don't know what I screwed up that you're smiling at. All right, we'll take a look at the doodads. The prints stick together. Mm-hmm. Ah, there are 2 here. And I should have known. Oh, sorry, that was loud. I should have known this one because I saw it on somebody else's video. There's a map. This is cool. So next time, Liam should shave over your copy of the book so you can rub your arm with the stubble to further bond. Oh, good Lord, no, thank you. The folded poster is great. It is. I mean, it's a nice movie poster style. I'll bring that out again. I like how the Western. This just reminds me of a Western. That's really cool. I cannot pronounce that, but I know that character there is no, and you don't give a big pause. I think, if I'm not mistaken, between the previous syllable and the no, you run them together. I think. Anyway, I wish I could learn Japanese. Yeah. You can still order the book on Indiegogo. Right there. It's in the chat. The link is in the chat. Okay, so this is Planet Orm. It says Planet Orm. And this is the world of Xenotype and Kakashi. Okay. A lot of details. Oh, I am going to need a microscope. Okay, I've been reading one comic book where they lettered one of the characters too small because he has like a funny voice. I've literally been having to get my phone out to read what's being said. So I'm just going to take a quick glance at this, see if I can see anything. I'm casting a shadow on it. It's not helpful. Nope, I cannot focus on that just yet. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I might be able to start reading that. Yep. You're going to make me get out the magnifying glass. Oh, my dad had this awesome magnifying glass. All right. Back to the doodads. All right. I am going to show you guys something I've been working on before I end the stream. Just because magnifying glass, this is Rorschach test stuff. Magnifying glass reminded me of the pipe stand that it used to sit on, which reminds me of my sister telling me that from an old photo, she remembers Dad's pipe. Oh, Hitsotu, Jinkaku Kansi ni Tutto Moru Koto. I'm gonna have to work on that one. Hey, but thank you, Dojo. Appreciate it. Here we go. Anyway. And a trading card. Another trading. Was there? I think this is it. This is it on trading card. Cool. We'll figure out what that means later. Neat. This is, wow, this is really fine. This thing here. It is, I don't know what to call it. It's like it's silvery instead of white, but it's just barely silvery. This is really cool. Anyway, artificial soldier scarecrow. There we go. A bookmark with a decoder in it. So this, I saw some art from this. Let's see, it's got a bunch of stuff right on the back. The again, tiny. You know, I finally just started needing glasses, and now you're printing things tiny. Thanks, Liam. But it has a little ruler on the top. And let's see, just a little bit. The fire must moderate, uninterrupted, slow, equal, moist, warm, white, light, all embracing, and closed. Cool. So it's got like a poem here. Neat. And then this is going to need some decoding as well. But okay, what I thought was funny about this little decoder is like some of these are occultic symbols. So, Liam, what are you doing? No, I know he's just borrowing. But the earth, air, the fire, water, earth, air thing, I know that's real. And then the rest of these I just recognize from whatever. So cool. That's a lot of Kakashi stuff. Let me see if I can pull up something I've been working on lately. Whoops, that's the wrong one. And I'm going to have to log into this. Give me a moment. Don't know how to wake this up. Too many things going on. And then after this, I'll end the stream. Oh, hey, King of the Squibs is here. I did not see you come in. Sorry about that. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Let's see. Seek perfection of character. Oh, cool. Thank you. So that's what it means. And is Comics du Nord here? That'd be Chael. I don't say his name correctly. There he is. Hello. That was I was opening up Kakashi Murder Dolls. I can pull the book cover up for you again. So Chael, I know you work with Ryan Best. Oh yeah, and this one, don't want to overexpose it. There we go. So Chael, that's what we were looking at, and you missed out a little bit of the artwork inside, which is really intense. There's wood grain there. Everything's shaded. It's grayscale. Obviously, you're not blind, but this is really good art. The book feels nice. I've already made a crease right there where you're supposed to, so it folded immediately real nicely. That's what we were looking at. It is. Thanks, Mo. By the way, if anybody does want to come on to a future stream, a future stream and open your stuff or show off something that you've already opened but got in the past 2 weeks, that's totally cool with me. I gotta stop the cam. There we go. That's totally cool with me. Just let me know and I'll get you a link and whatnot. So there's that. All right. This is a very strange multi-screen thing I'm doing. Share screen, window, bingo, save. Okay, why am I showing you this? This is a photo scanner, pretty boring. And I picked an innocuous image because it just happened to be up. Lately, I've been scanning family photos, and this is apparently an air show from April of August 1969 that my parents were at. If this opens, I hope it behaves. It crashed last time. I don't think I can open both at once. But there we go. So I've been working on, where are we? Users. By the way, a lot of people know my name is Mike. That's not a big deal. I think it's here. Yeah, there we go. Slides. Yep. Stuff like this. So I'm at wrong reel. Let's go back. I have been spending a lot of time scanning family photos. So when I mentioned magnifying, and I don't know why my dad took all these pictures. I mean, we're working on film here, but my sister mentioned that she remembered my dad's pipe tool because he used to smoke a pipe. And I showed her one photo where the pipe tool is visible in it. And so when I said magnifying glass earlier, it kind of brought up memories. I don't know who these people are. Did you notice obesity really wasn't a big deal back then? Look at these people. One photo my dad was kind of proud of, I think, was this one, and just showing all the inner workings of it. Oh, I used to think this was me. It's not. It's my older brother. Anyway, so I'm going to come back to the stream now. Stop sharing. And hey, someone's here.
Hey, sorry about that.
Well, I wasn't looking.
A little late today.
You're a little late. Hey, at least I don't have to quit the stream now.
Hey, yeah. I mean, I got a couple things here. I think I got four things that I can open up. Hey, have you gotten anything so far on the stream yet?
Yeah, I opened up all 3 already.
Oh, what did you get?
Oh, all right.
Catch us up.
No, you know what? It's your turn. You just got here. And Mo Biggs says, "Hail, Neff."
Hey, what's up, Mo Biggs?
Those obese people were probably sitting at home. Yes, it was the 60s. They were all ashamed, and obese people stayed home out of shame. That's right.
Oh, doxing myself again. Can you see my... Yeah, there we go. So first thing here, let me just... I like it when things come in these plastic mailers. It keeps everything nice and dry. You know, we were sending stuff out today. It was one of the reasons that I was late. And I gotta say, we were double bagging stuff.
Just to make sure I understand. Things happen. Safe. I just couldn't remember if you have a kid or not.
No children. Just in-laws and a very tired wife. She's very tired now. We were up late. What is this? So this is 616 Comics. Got their own box, man. That's kind of cool, right? Like usually you see the Gemini mailers, but this looks like they have their own like proprietary comic book mailer, right? That's pretty cool. Oh, what do we got here? We have got... Hey, it's Do a Power Bomb.
Hey, Neff, have you typed hi in the chat yet?
No, I have not typed hi in the chat yet.
Please
Mo Big needs to time me out, doesn't he? Oh, okay. All right, hold on. Hold on a second here. Let me just switch my back over to YouTube. Where's the stream, Blue? Mo Biggs and I were on a stream earlier today. We were both in the chat. I think it was Telepathic Bunny's stream. And we were hanging out and they started talking about anime and manga and all of the stuff, you know, from Japan, all the stuff that Mo just hates, you know. Hates
okay.
In general. And so there we go. Go to YouTube. There we go. The problem is that I'm a mod on that channel. So usually he'll time us out, you know, if we do things that he doesn't like, if we're talking about anime. It's kind of like he has to do it because, you know, it's for our own good, right?
Right.
But I was a mod and you can't time out mods.
Right.
So I told him he could time me out on another chat if he saw me later. And so I guess my time has come. I must serve my penance. It's the only way they'll learn, Mo Big says. I accept my punishment.
Uh-oh. Wait, something moved. Hold on. This is...
Oh no! I've got a blue wrench on this channel too.
Yeah, I tried to remove it and I accidentally, and the chat moved. Hey Todd, the chat moved and I accidentally removed Mo's wrench.
Imagine how annoyed he is right now. Yep, there it is in all caps. Fix this now. He says. Oh, what's up, Todd? Who else we got up in here? We got Dean James. We got Felix Haas. What's up, guys? Felix the Link Master, Dean James. Glad to see you in here. We got Dojo Coon. Oh man, all these cats. We got Conquest Comics.
We had
Awesome.
JL for a
We've been having a
while. I
good
don't know
show.
if he's still here. I hope it's a good show. You left me high and dry because you were packing.
I did, but now I
was
have
talking to
returned
people.
with
People having.
moisture.
Thank you.
I'm forcing you to be social, Blue. You know, it's my job, right? So these are.
I'm forcing me to be social. Let's see, solo layout. There we go.
I don't know who sent these to me. Oh no, what this is? This is the cover that Freak Girl ordered of Do a Power Bomb. So it's a great series by Daniel Warren Johnson. If you guys don't know who Daniel Warren Johnson is, because you don't watch my channel. But he's one of our favorites. This is the current run so far that we got going on. But so he did a bunch of these really cool limited edition variants. This one here is by the guy James Herron, the guy who did what's it called? I can't remember the name of the series now. It's about robots, about giant robots. And yeah, like I said, he's got a whole bunch of these awesome variants, and we couldn't find this one in stores. This is a special order, so we got that for Freak Girl. So that's what came in the mail. Honestly, Daniel Warren Johnson's one of the best comic creators out there right now. Just I guess overall in general, but you know, he's one of those names that's kind of like still very revolutionary, or maybe not revolutionary, just like very fresh and interesting with what he's doing in comics. So he gives me hope for the future when it comes to Western books, like we were talking about earlier. What else we got here? We have got something from Allegiance Arts. They've been in the news on Twitter, haven't they? I bet you this is Nora's Saga. You guys remember Nora's Saga?
Yes.
I think you do, right?
Yeah. I didn't read it, but
yes.
I know I like the art.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Kelsey Shannon, right? Of course you like it.
Of course.
I heard the book was pretty good. Now, Breitweissers, you know, they have a mixed reputation, obviously. I didn't read Red Rooster. Did you get Red Rooster?
No.
I didn't either. And that's not just because I never got Red Rooster, you know what I mean?
Right. So
it looks like I got a little pin here. Okay, that's cool.
Did they pack it with the not sharp side of the pin facing out?
Yes,
or
they packed
facing
it
in.
with
Okay,
they packed it with the pokey point facing up. I mean, they didn't wrap it in bubble wrap or anything. They didn't go really like the extra mile as we've seen some people do in the past. What is this? Looks like a
sticker. And
yeah, I guess it's. I guess
Dojo Kun wants to know if you're going to karate slam the Allegiance art books like you did the last book.
The Allegiance art books? Did I karate slam them? The last one? Got a bookmark here. That's cool. Not bad. It's a little flimsy, but okay. You know, I'm gonna talk smack about this because I can. We got some cool looks like mini prints here. Right?
Okay. I was gonna ask, is that a book or a print or the prints?
No, it looks like a bunch of mini prints. It looks like prepackaged, which is always cool. I like it when people prepackage. It means that they've been paying attention to what the backers are gonna get, right? This is nice. I guess maybe these are the covers. You know what I mean? Like these might be the covers to the issues that they did as mini prints. Because I know Nora's Saga was originally a run of books. Yeah, it looks like this was. Looks like these are the covers.
Yeah, and the first one that was on top was #1. I know that one.
Yeah, and some of these are really nice. I gotta say, like I really like this one. This one looks really good. I like that. Also, I like the colors. That one's a cool color cover. Yeah, so I'd say, you know, that's neat that they sent us the various covers as mini prints. I mean, they could have gone a little bit larger. They could have gone like A4 size, you know, something that fit in the frame rather than this little dinky thing. You know, you can't put this up on your wall, right? You can put them in the binder like we were talking about last time.
Yeah.
You have a binder full of prints, art prints and stuff, because you're smart and you organize the things that you get. But it's not like I can put these up on my wall. I got to find a binder for them.
Yeah, I got a stack of A4 or no A3s. What are they?
Yeah,
Wait,
those are the
bigger the
smaller
number, the smaller, because the number is how many cuts. I got a stack of
Yeah.
A4s that I got to go through and organize.
Looks pretty good. It looks like a little bit of it got cut off into the spine here. So one of the things that you're going to have a problem with whenever you're taking something that was cut for a saddle stitch, right? Like a floppy, and then you're going to try and put it into a trade with a perfect binding, right? What you're going to find is that often without extra gutters, without extra room for the gutters, stuff feels like it's getting sucked into the spine and you're losing a little bit of the picture, or you're losing just the edge of the bubble of dialogue. You see how down here it's hard to see. And sometimes you lose your 2-page spreads too, right? Like if I pulled this open more, like really pulled it open, you get that last, eighth of an inch that's kind of missing to complete the image. And don't be mistaken, man. An eighth of an inch could do a lot. Ladies will tell you that eighth of an inch, that makes a difference.
It's whether or not the pickup truck on the previous page has impact or not, or the previous page, whatever, but the visual impact there is kind of lost because of an eighth of an inch, and you can't feel it without that last eighth.
That last eighth, it's so much deeper with that eighth of an inch. The storytelling is so much more profound going that last little bit of the way, right? Here, like, you can't quite get the panel borders. Like, I gotta really, open it up so you can kind of see the panel borders.
I can see where you're splitting the seam now.
Right. But yeah, that's the thing. I also like my graphic novels. I tend to like them a little bit oversized, but that's a personal preference, right? Like, I like things bigger, especially when they're in like dainty hands. The book looks just that much bigger too. I look forward to reading it though. It looks like a really well drawn book, and I'm interested in the story. So yeah, that's Nora's Saga right there with a bunch of additional mini prints.
So you like your books bigger by an eighth of an inch. Got it.
Yeah, at least an eighth of an inch wider. You need that girth, that extra, that circumference, that eighth of an inch.
Otherwise, the pages just fall out of my hands too easily, like reading a manga.
Yeah. Yes, fair enough. I mean, but that's the thing. Like, the Japanese, which where manga is typically from, right? Like, it's expected to be smaller, right? Like, they don't need things quite as big as us Westerners do.
And on that note, I'll be back in a minute and just let you go.
Okay. I opened this up earlier to make sure that it was what I thought it was, and it is what I think it is. This is Shadow Sentry from our good friend Eric Nienoltowski. And good Lord, is there a lot of stuff in here? You know what I mean? Like, I really appreciate a man who can pack a box talking about that last eighth of an inch, right? He certainly did not skimp on this stack here. I'm going to flip that over so you don't see my address again. Not that it really matters. Everybody knows who I am. All right, let's take a look here. What we have got a sticker. Oh, that's inside. So we got Shadow Sentry, right? This is number 2. Looks like this is another copy of Shadow Sentry number 2. So one to keep in the bag with all the extra stuff. And this looks like the ash can. Looks like there's 2 trading cards in there, a couple of prints. You know what? I'll open it up just to see what's. I guess I backed it twice, maybe. Huh. All right. Then we've got the variants, right? This looks like 2 of the variant covers. Oh, look, Mo, look, it's definitely manga inspired there. That face is very manga-esque. So you better not be given
everybody guff, but sparing Eric Nienoltowski, because all of us got to be treated equitably, right?
Oh heck
Like,
yeah,
with
Neil
equity.
Towski. I mean, not the equity stuff, but Neil Towski. Just yes.
These are metal prints. It feels like these are the metal prints of the covers, and this is the wraparound exclusive. This you can see like that.
Yeah.
Right, goes on the other side of this. Jeez Louise, Eric Nienoltowski dropping all sorts of stuff all over this table right now.
I don't remember that one cover that's to your
Yeah.
left now. It's just barely off screen. But
This one?
Wait, you're right. I'm sorry.
This one.
Yeah.
This one. I don't know.
I can't
We'll get to
I
them
can't
all.
tell what we're doing.
So I really like this this wraparound cover. I think is very cool, and I like how he gave us plates, metal prints of all the different colors. We did that on our campaign too, except we gave you little ones. We gave you little mini prints because I figured if you were gonna take them anywhere, you might want to take them to work or put them on a desk or something, because ours were nice and shiny. So these, like I said, are the variants with the wraparound. Then we have this one. We have the one with it looks like that looks like Punchline to me, but it's not. I can't remember for the life of me who that is. Bet you she's in the book, and it'll tell us more. So this is the wraparound, right? And there's this. There's the main cover, which is this print, right? And we just saw that one was on the back of the wraparound.
I like that one.
Yep. And then this is the one with the chick that kind of looks like Punchline. And then there's this one, which
I think that's
right
the
there.
Lopresti one is the chick.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So you got all 4 books and all 4 medals.
Yeah. I like Eric. I like his stuff. I have a whole bunch of his originals back here. And you can't see anything anymore because I'm no longer on the camera. But I have. Hold on a second. Let me just grab this, and I'm gonna do this. I have this really nice piece that he did, which is the Ninja Turtles. I have the originals, the inks, pencils and inks for this, but this is the foil print that he sent me, which is really dope. And of course, my computer screen is reflecting in it, and it's Inception right now. But yeah, this was a really cool piece. I like Eric's stuff. Eric was also super helpful to us on the Mavericks campaign. He helped us do a lot of the logistics for setting up the campaign page. So I got to support my boy, right? So that's just how we do. I think I got like every metal cover and both of the main books. So this is the primary cover, right? And this is what came on the campaign. So this is the basics right here.
Okay.
So if you didn't get all 4 of the variants and the medals and all that other stuff, you just got this. But still, that's totally a dope haul. We got these 2 sick-ass trading cards, right? We've got Fusion and... what is that? Cogent, I guess. Maybe he's got like psychic powers or knowledge powers. Let's find out. Darian Washington, height 7 feet 4 inches. He a big boy. 360 pounds. After being struck by a car, Darian Washington suffered a near-death experience, an NDE, and was subsequently gifted with his power to absorb impacts against himself and convert it to kinetic energy. Awesome. This occurred only months after being drafted to the Philadelphia Eagles in the 2nd round. Well, that's certainly something that like a left tackle or a linebacker wants, the ability to like absorb impact and redirect it as kinetic energy. That's kind of perfect for a football player. Losing his lifelong dream of playing in the NFL. Why though? Why? He's 7'4" and he can absorb kinetic energy. He's perfect. It was a blow more devastating than the crash itself, but through divine intervention, he managed to hang up his NFL aspirations and instead join another team, the Shadow Sentry. He still suffers a nagging leg injury due to the crash to this day. Cogent's durability is linked to his energy absorption, which partially shields him from attacks. That's pretty cool. I like his. I like all the backstory information. I like the little stats that I give at the bottom here. Fusion is just like off the charts, though. I mean, look at his stat spread. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys can see it very well.
I see there's a difference in the bar graphs, basically.
Yeah, the bar. Cogent definitely has a couple of bars above old Darren here. Yeah, he's got at least like 3 times the intelligence. And I guess they both have the same mental powers. Yeah, Fusion has way more strength, but Darren has more energy projection. That's pretty interesting. Energy I guess because he can like redirect it as kinetic energy, which means he could like shoot it out as a kinetic blast. So yeah, there's this neat sticker. What do we got here? We have a preview, and I really dig the line work here. This is really nice. So this is the chick that we were talking about, who kind of looks a little bit like Punchline, but isn't, because it's Eric's character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that. That's a beautiful piece right there. So Shadow Sentry, Hopscotch. That's her name, Hopscotch.
There you go.
Mark Polton here did the script. Clayton Barton did the layouts and breakdowns, and Eric Ninoltowski did the plot and finishes. Very cool. It's a nice team. So it looks like this is like it says on the cover, just a preview of kind of what we're going to get. These are nice layouts, though. I like that. I have to turn it over, and I have to look at the perspective on this.
Wait, is that no, it is not a wraparound cover. Okay, sorry.
No, this is just a 2-page spread of it looks like this is what's coming in her own solo series, or her own. Yeah, see, these are actual layouts to a book here. So this is really just a preview teaser of what you're going to get in that book. I guess that's going to be on the next campaign that Eric does for Shadow Sentry 3. But yeah, Clayton's got some good lines. I'll tell you that, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Oh, I did not. Speaking of Clayton, I did not show off one book last week.
Oh, you didn't show off Kozor?
Nope, but I did get it. And from what I saw before in the book in my hand, Clayton did a nice cleanup job. I'll give him credit. Oh, that is cool. Is that an homage? Or is it just typical pose?
I don't know. If it is an homage, it feels like definitely something straight out of a 90s book like Team 7 or Wet Works or something. I'm not sure. I guess on the campaign, it might tell us if we look that up. And then, of course, here's that wraparound cover on the book, which we also have the metal print of. Very nice cover.
I'm gonna look.
I can't tell the pose just offhand. I can't tell the design of this. Maybe it's Cyberforce. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to dig into this book though.
No, but you're making me want to overblow my budget on more Eric Ninoltowski stuff. Like, oh, you got all the metal prints, now I have to have them too. Hey, can we before you open your next one, can we pause and look at something else real quick?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Something that you got? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's just that because we're Ninoltowski fans and we really respect the guy, and I should show a little bit of. Let's see. Hold on. I got like 20 things going on. Not good at this yet. There we are. Okay.
Nice.
I gotta get. Yeah. There we are. There you are. This is his website, and so if you go to ninoltowskiart.com, that's what it is. I put the link in the chat a little bit ago. The chat I should be paying attention to. Copy. Paste. Anyway, ninoltowskiart.com. If you come down here and hit store, I can't tell. Yeah, you guys can see that. There's store. It'll get you over to this page. Looks like that at the top. And then he's got all kinds of categories for his stuff. And this is awesome. I couldn't find the metal print for that cover, but he has a freaking mouse pad for that homage cover. So perfect.
Funny enough, we have a mouse pad of our wraparound cover too. which that's a hilarious, because it's kind of the perfect size, right? A mouse pad is perfect for the size of like a wraparound cover. Regular covers like that 8.5 by 11, but you fold it out and it really takes on a new dimension. But yeah, I gotta say that's a great choice of merch to go with, especially for something like this cover that we just looked at, because that is definitely a pretty cover.
Yeah.
I've seen some weeby mouse pads that Mo Biggs would probably hurt me for discussing further, but they certainly have a thing about mouse pads there.
And then there's this thing. He has a metal print. I think it's 2 metal prints that he sells together in a frame, and he will frame it and send it to you or something like that. Get proper details from reading the site. But yeah, this dude is intense. And so it's like, I want his, and I want this one. Like I want that homage cover to Art Bear from X-Force, and then I want this one in metal. Like there's I just really appreciate Neil Towski's work. He's also really a humble guy, but yeah, if you guys have like $18 in shipping, get that mouse pad. If you have more, get a print. I mean, this is how do I do this? There we go. That's as big as I can get that. Yeah, but
yeah, the X-Men,
he's a great guy to invest in. All right, so
Really
we got
is.
to come.
Yeah,
back.
he's got a lot of good stuff. I have to check out the site and see what else I can stock up on. But Christmas, right? Christmas around the corner.
Yeah, Christmas.
I just want to show this off real quick because I was looking for stuff, in my stack of things, and look what I found.
Oh, hey,
I found my Nino Towski cover of Tragedy. Yeah, we were just talking about this last week. You unboxed the this is the Jamie Tyndall. You unboxed your Tragedy stuff, but yeah, like he does a lot of covers, bro. I just wanted to throw that out there because once again, Eric Nino-Towski, he did that connecting cover for Relentless Tin Soldier, right?
Yeah, he did with Relentless Tin Soldier and Tragedy. And then this comment from Dojo, he was correcting something we had earlier. It's an homage to New Mutants because Cable Cannonball are all apparent on the cover.
Ah, okay, yeah, right on. Like I said, I couldn't place it right off the top of my head, but good call out, Dojo. Appreciate that.
Oh, I just finished my pre-workout. That's the green tea. I'm at the bottom now.
All
right. So is that it for you? Was there more?
I got one last thing here. And this has actually been sitting against my door down here for the past 2 weeks. I haven't gotten around to opening it, and I figured I should open it because you give me occasion to actually open things on the show, right?
By the way, lots of people, if you want to come on and open something or show off anything that's been open for up to 2 weeks, because after that it's spoiled. Feel free.
Yeah, pretty much. So we have got here from Dark Gift himself. We have Lightbringer. I don't know if you remember this, but this was Iron Liz Skokel doing a retelling reboot of what is arguably the worst webcomic ever created. Like legit, like if you look it up, it has the claim to fame of being the worst webcomic ever created. And that is, of course, Lightbringer by Linkara. And Liz and Link were, kind of a thing back in the day. But I guess Liz felt like the character itself, that there was a story worth telling. And I resurrected this and went to Dark Gift. And Anthony helped her put this together into book form. And we're going to read it and find out whether or not it's any good. But I've heard actually very interesting things about it. I've heard that, it lives up to and exceeds expectations. But I guess if like your expectations are coming off of the worst webcomic of all time, it can't really be that high. This, I guess, was a poster. Is a poster. Didn't really survive the box very well.
No,
right?
I found a few like that myself.
Right. Whee! So that doesn't really matter to me that much. I mean, I don't like posters anyway. They don't really work for me.
The Sovereign Wolf poster was beautiful, but it was on really thin paper.
Yes, I know, and it was wrapped way too tight. But good on Eddie for like addressing that. He's like, "Yes, guys, I realized that the poster didn't work this time. We'll get it right next time." That's the other thing. Like in all of this, it's all crowdfunding, right? It's all indie stuff, and most people, it's like their first time figuring this stuff out. It's not Anthony's first time, but whatever. This was really what I wanted. This is the original Vic King line art for there's a particular piece that he did for Lightbringer, and this is the page. I really liked it, so I got it because it's Vic King, right?
Yeah, it's well done. Sorry, I started to bring up a comment over the art you're showing. That's not how you do streams. Anyway, Struth is here. There you go, Struth. Don't forget to read this.
It's neat. Like I like that he sent it to me in the plastic, right? That is very helpful to protect it. A lot of the pieces that we get are just kind of raw or naked. It's really nice that that he sent this in protection.
I will show you something that is neither raw nor naked, so you can rest assured. It's not that kind of a stream. I haven't read the reboot, but the danger in doing something like this is that although it's easy to top the original, but unless the new version was really good, ... the original terrible version might be more entertaining.
Mo's right, though. That's the thing. Mo's right. It's going to be hard.
So, I have a feeling Mo is getting less humorous and less sarcastic on my channel.
He's got a point. Like the claim to fame for the original Linkara is, God, that's awful, and if this one is kind of just middle of the road, then it doesn't have the shock factor of being really bad, but it also hasn't done something incredible, so it can't be really good. So it just kind of falls by the wayside. But I heard some good things about this. I saw a review of it, and I'm gonna get into it. And of course, I'll let Anthony know what I think. Because
that's one where I just looked at it and I said I have to. I think it was coming out when I was trimming down last January through May. I was trimming down, more severely as we went along, and in May I just quit. And I think that was one of those I had to skip.
Right here, looking at the cover, I'm not so sure about Dude Bro with the jeans. I'm not so sure about his neck and back.
What happened to his left hamstring or the quad in front of that leg that we should be able to see?
Hold on. I'm gonna switch cameras because the top one blurs itself fairly well because it fails to focus. So we're gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about the hamstring, the quad.
Okay, it's got a shadow on it.
The shadow, yeah, I think there's shadow there. But I'm talking about my boy's like chin is over his shoulder, right? And there's something going on with his neck. I'm not
the cleft in his chin
certain.
Yeah, and the cleft in his chin is facing her while his nose, and he's looking at her butt. But
I mean, I would be too.
Yeah, but okay, all right, interesting.
So yeah, it's just I don't know. We'll find out how the art holds up on the interior. But yeah, for me, those are the packages that I had prepared for today. Yep, that's all I have got that has come out of boxes. But
well,
I don't know. Is there something else you want to talk about? You want to talk about some of the things we got, or you got something there? Oh, you've got some manga. It looks like.
Yeah, you see how big my giant manly hands are on this manga. We were talking about size. I also brought this out just because. There we go. That's a broken neck, and he should be dead. I'm sure there's a Lightbringer 2 mailing list right now. If there is, find it and post it. I mean, Anthony's our friend. So anyway, but yeah, we were talking about hand size, and I thought as long as Mo is here and suffering, we can talk about manga. So there it is.
Okay.
This is the Japanese size because you can see this is not in English. but
Right.
it's a little easier when they print the American size is just
Yeah,
slightly
that's-
bigger.
I was gonna say, right? Like you got some American mongers, and they're far beefier, you know,
Yeah.
and longer than
Mhm.
the regular mongers.
And like see how more easily it fits in my hand. But before I show you the pièce de résistance, I'll bring this out. When I really want to read manga, this is where did it go? There it is. This is how I read manga. Okay.
Nice.
See the hand difference there?
Yep. I
There's
have a
none of
Tomo. I have a Kira in that same size.
the
Like,
gigando
really
size. It
big.
doesn't
Yep,
fit on
gigando
my
size.
camera. You can see the brush strokes. Anyway, there you are. That aside, so you were talking about they ship original art and stuff, and it's not. There you go. It's not entirely well protected.
Sometimes some people send it and it's like sandwiched between cardboard, and it's not necessarily that it's not well protected. It's nice when I have it in a piece of plastic or something, so that when I throw away the box, the original art has I guess a transient home, like something to protect it while I'm looking for a frame, or I'm going to be getting something else, because I also have a habit of tossing shit to the side, and it gets collects dust on the couch or something. What you got? That is a large box
yeah.
right there, right?
This is the one I couldn't find last week when I was looking through all those 11 by
Yeah, at the
17s.
bottom.
I can't flip it over correctly because it's still got the mailer stuff on it. Okay, where are we? Liam's back. Oh, glad I didn't show that on the stream. I had to censor my own streams. Let me peel this away for a moment. There we go. It's Masonite board. He shipped it on
Nice,
Masonite
yeah.
board.
Yep.
It's a sandwich.
Yeah, I
And
really
then-
like the way that he put that together too, because you could just leave that out and it would be protecting the art until you're
And
ready
then-
to put it.
Pages of Bristol board. It came in these pages of Bristol board put together, and then I finally put it in a plastic sleeve. Yeah, there we go.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Get it in the right spot. There you go. I'll leave it sideways like that.
Yeah, it's stump, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Original
yeah, I think
page.
so. Looks good. Good looking stuff.
I'm really, really happy to have this. Now, the reason is I knew Nathan because he was running an online forum that I was attending, and which we were both fans of somebody in the UFC. So he's running the forum and whatnot, and he would show off his drawings. And I just talked to him very little, and I said, "Hey, I came up with a weird story for one of your drawing characters," and he's like, "No, I got a better story. Don't worry about it." So that eventually turned into Stump. So yeah, but he packed this thing like in wood, literally in wood.
Yeah. Yep.
All right,
I
that's the
think
show
it
off.
was Jason Bascom sent me something, and it was in wood like that. Shelby sent me something. It was literally like in plywood. I was like, "What is he trying to like give me new siding for my house?" I don't know what this
Dude,
is.
Shelby cares, man. He sent me some
He
stuff,
does.
and it did not have to be in a top loader. He top loaded his stuff to send it. It was awesome. So
Back a couple months, Lord Crackhead was doing like a raffle / giveaway on his channel for like hitting 1,000 subs, and Shelby auctioned off 2 cereal boxes full of comics, and it was awesome to see when those finally got delivered. People took out the comics from the cereal box. There was a really hefty collection, but I gotta say, he is a very generous guy, but he did not send the cereal, so he could be better, man. He could be better.
he didn't even leave the cereal in the wax paper packets to use it as padding.
No.
Nothing.
No, I was very disappointed. He did send ramen though. He sent instant noodles instead in the package. So I was like, all right, well, we're not getting cereal, and we'll get some ramen. Okay, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, I showed off a little bit of what I've been working on. They've already seen it if they've been watching. But let's see, just share screen. I was talking about something reminded me of. I don't have that window up anymore, I don't think. But yeah, something reminded me of family. And so I ended up saying, well, you know what, as long as we got time, because there's no one here, I was going to show, or I had shown off. Oh, here it is. That one. Just that I'm scanning family photos, and like really, this is my older brother down there. And if that's showing, is that showing? I can't see.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's showing. Yeah, that's my older brother right there. I thought it was me at one point, but no, this is like 8 years before I was born. So, but just talking a little bit about, I don't know, one thing led to another. It gave me a memory, and I just mentioned it earlier in the stream. And then you showed up.
What
right
you
when I was
standing
showing
next
this off.
to there? What's he standing next to?
Oh, let's see. That I haven't used this editor much yet.
Looks like a jet.
It is illegible, but yeah, it's, oh geez, I haven't learned to use this editor yet. It is a jet. It is, I don't know. It's just something huge. But I went to an air show like this when I was also about his size, and I remember just walking underneath everything. So there we are. Stuff like that.
We got
There are
King of the
helicopters all over.
Squibs up in the chat.
How's he doing? Let's get rid of that.
He's saying that you still on the pipe. So, you know, I don't know if he's alluding to that crack pipe, because Crack Pack be up in this chat smoking crack every day. Bow. but yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that is. Oh well, it's because how the anecdote came up was we mentioned magnifying glass, and that reminded me of my sister, and she saw a photo and remembered my dad's pipe tool because he used to smoke a pipe, not a crack pipe, but anyway. Okay, so that whole Crack Pack thing, I was at the gym and completely clued out of where that came from when it happened, and now I see people say "bow," and I'm like, okay, that's a good thing, right? Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, it's a good
Learn
thing.
the slang.
That was a good thing. Yeah.
Gotta catch up. Gotta be social.
Yeah, crack pack's fun, man. It's all about having fun, doing your thing, doing it well, you know. And then as Mo Biggs will attest, you know, smoking the rock every day. No cowards. It actually came out of a Viper song. I don't know if you know Viper the rapper. He is our prophet, our Lord and Savior, the one and only Viper. There's a song called "Y'all Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack," and Viper is very much like he's a meme in and of himself, right? Like his whole music is very much, I guess, culturally relevant to online shit posters. But "Y'all Cowards" is kind of like his big claim to fame, and the refrain is, "What's up with that? Y'all cowards don't even smoke crack." And so that, you know, kind of like snowballed into what it is now. I credit Mo Biggs and D-Wag kind of, you know, being the impetus behind that, the driving force behind the crack affliction that has you know, come to get everyone in the chat addicted to it. You know, now Bancroft has emojis on his channel for his channel members that say, you know, bow and whatnot. It's fun though. I enjoyed Crack Pack. It's a cool group of guys.
See what we got here.
The proper title is Yol. Yes, Yol Cowards, like you all, YOU''LL, Yule Cowards don't even smoke crack. Yes, but the lyrics are "Y'all cowards." I think I still know the first verse. I remember doing it on karaoke one time, and I must admit I do enjoy listening to Viper. He has got more than one song. He's got a couple that are really good, and a couple, I'd say 1,000 or so, because the man's put out like 1,000 albums. But you know, they're middle of the road or not quite as good. But I really do enjoy that song quite a bit.
Well, give me one moment because there's something I forgot, and I think that'll do it.
I didn't hear Shant's cover. Oh man, I got to go look for that, Mo. I have no idea Shant did a good cover of the song. I think maybe he and I could get together and we could spit some bars. That'd be fun.
Don't die.
That crack smoke in my lungs.
Always. I think I'm at the end of my rope. It's like I got nothing more.
Don't be at the end of the. I mean, we need to do the show again next week, right? I can't have you hanging yourself.
Oh, that's fine. But actually, because I told what's his name? Does he have a name? Liam. Yes, he has a name. Because I told. By the way, it's December and I missed the Santa hat. I finally put the Santa hat on. So there you go. I told Liam about that. Hey, I think the thingy came from Oz, and my plan initially was not to open it tonight and to wait till next week, just to make him wait. But when you didn't show up, it was like, well, now I got to fill time, you know.
Yeah. So that was my bad, man. I made you blow your load again.
Again,
See how it is?
How dare you? So showing off all that.
Whenever I'm
beautiful
not
artwork.
around, people be popping off.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm at the end of my rope because I got nothing else to open and nothing to show.
Well, how about, I mean, you tell me of the stuff that we've opened since last week and now, have you read any of it? Have you, sat down?
No,
had a chance to, like, look at it beyond just the unboxing.
I looked at something, I forget what, because I reordered that. I alphabetized all my books so that I can go put them away later and pick out the ones I'm going to read right away. And I cataloged, like, I literally, yes, I have a catalog of all my books. Hold on, current own.
I need to hire you to like organize my stuff, man.
Oh, I do everything in flat files. Like, I don't use a literal what do you call it, database. I do flat files all over the place. Share screen, give me a window here. This is, oops, come back. Oh, don't do that. It's all big now. That's what we look like. This is all my independent, self-published and crowdfunded, and I just throw it all in there, man. It's like, like Mortal Worlds by Double Vision. Yeah,
I have that sitting right over there. Yeah,
exactly. And have you read it yet?
One. Yes, I have. I have read it. There are a couple of very interesting. There are a couple of very interesting phrases in that book that have become parlance between myself and my artist. The artist on Maverick's name is Garrett, and there is a line in the book: "Prepare for proceed, Garrett." So that kind of became an inside joke between us, because I would send him script and I would say, "Prepare for proceed." It's just, it's funny. It's an interesting book. It's got a lot going on. It's very heavily drawn. There are a lot of colors. There are a lot of lines. Some of the panels feel a little bit very full, but it's an interesting story. There's a lot of at the end, there are a lot of different dialogue boxes that take on different colors to kind of match who they're talking, who's talking. So they kind of color code the voice and narrative text boxes, and that got a little bit confusing for me, but I knew what they were going for. I imagine that volume 2, I think they were running for the sign up page. Did they fund volume 2, or is that still in development?
I didn't even hear about the sign up page.
I think I saw it. I'm pretty sure I saw it. Let's look it up. Mortal Worlds comic book. Indiegogo. There, it's on Indiegogo.
What I did was I finally finished reading Crit, but we can talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, they don't have a sign up, like a click through sign up here.
All right, I'll quit searching. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go grab Crit. It's just across the room. I just don't want to step on anything valuable here, like original art or Kakashi Myrtle doll.
Right. Mr. Van Skyver, says Mugbigs. Mortal Worlds, is that a spin-off of the iconic Mortal Wounds? No, it was that dude, what's his name? And if I had $1 for every time I started a sentence that way, that dude, what's his name? Michael Andon and Michael's wife. They were the ones who put it together. Yep.
There we go. Yeah, so I just
there it is.
Crit.
Mortal Worlds Book 2 coming to Indiegogo. It's in one of the updates on the campaign page. That's where I saw it.
Oh, that'll get them struck. Because that's what the whole deal with everybody saying they're prosecuting Comicsgate was there you go, my first subscriber on YouTube. He unsubscribed soon after the NB Rose was my first after that. Okay, all right. You know what? I'm gonna open up Mobigs's. Yeah, I'll do that later. I'm distracted. Okay, anyway, the hell was I just now?
You're talking about getting struck on Indiegogo.
Oh yeah. Some people who I don't know why they watch everything of Comicsgate. I remember my Comicsgate is not the central click; it's the everybody else, But they watch everything of Comicsgate, and they hate everybody who's ever used the word Comicsgate. So it's like, well, why are you watching? They've dedicated their lives to that, whatever. But so, being weirdly obsessed, they figured out that the reason campaigns were getting struck was because the AI that does, or Indiegogo hired an artificial intelligence to read through campaigns whenever there's an action taken by the campaigner. So if the campaigner posts an update, then it reads you. And if your update it gives a link to something else, that's a strike, but the strike goes against your current campaign. And they could just boot you off completely and kill your campaign, but instead, the first thing they were doing was just making you unsearchable. So everyone was saying, "Oh, they're prosecuting Comicsgate." No, the AI was enforcing the rules in such a way that it said if you post a link to something else, that's against our terms, which it was. And then here we go. That's against our terms, and it was against the terms. But what people were doing was going to their old campaign and saying, "Hey, my new campaign is up. Here's a link to it on Indiegogo." So even though the link is to something else in Indiegogo, it doesn't matter. That still told the AI that according to the AI, that was still a violation of terms. So no, it was not in Indiegogo prosecuting Comicsgate or persecuting Comicsgate or whatever. It's just
That's so weird
that's
because
how it worked.
my instant my instant attempt to rebut will always be to go look at what Tim Lim and the Iconics crew were up to, right? Because
Okay.
that was a schism that happened way back when, and they've been pretty successful on both Kickstarter and Indiegogo. And I just looked up the Common America Volume 6 Omnibus, and in their updates, it says, "Thank you, Common America 7 sign up available now." And there is a link, click through to the pre-launch campaign page.
And that has to
I don't
be
think
more
Common
recent than
America
the
Volume 6 got struck, and I can see it. I searched for it. It's right there.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm not sure if this
date
AI
on
is
the
making sense.
no, but
The
okay.
date on
Is the
this?
sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm looking for the date on the update. Hold on. I just got to click back.
Because that's
1 month.
if they're saying
month
Volume
ago.
7 sign up, that has to be that's after the AI went live. When did Common America Volume 6 get close?
The update on this was November 14th, 2002. Okay. And the end
I think you mean 2022.
Yeah, it's 2022, 9:06 p.m., November 14th, 2022. And I mean, the campaign is closed, but you can only update the campaign while it's live. So it had to have closed after November 14th, I guess.
No, right? I've seen
you can't
updates
update
on
a campaign that's not live.
You can't?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can post updates to campaigns that are closed. Can you?
Then in that case, when I've gotten update emails, which are they're updates, and I get an email from previous campaigners, then their previous campaign must have been on in demand, but that was before.
Yeah, in demand, yes, but this is straight up like over. This campaign is closed, right?
Okay,
and it looks like down a month ago, fulfillment started adding add-ons FAQ, so like he was updating that about a month ago. But whatever. Yeah. Like I'm just like ancillary anecdote about whether
research.
Or not what's going on is going on. I have no idea.
So it would have to be if you're able to update a campaign that's closed, which is unlikely, and then whatever you have open gets struck if you did something on an old campaign. And if they worked the dates just right, because Volume 7 isn't open yet, so that's not struck. 6,
right? That's a sign up.
Yeah, if 6 got struck after it closed, it's going to be no different anyway when it gets struck. So, how did that work then? I don't know.
I don't know. When did Frog G disappear? When did he get shadow banned or whatever? That was before November, right?
Well, I'm trying to remember if everything went online at the end of September or end of October.
It was in September, I believe. Pretty sure it was September because they went in demand in the beginning of November and couldn't go in demand, and then they did go in demand.
Yeah,
it's a good question because they don't have anything live right now, right? Tim Lim and Iconic, they because this was Timothy Lim running this, not the Iconic profile running it. So let me see what else he got going on campaigns. Yeah, the Volume 6 Omnibus was the last thing he did.
Okay. But that closed. But when did it close?
Yep.
Yeah, unanswered questions that we're
Yep.
trying to prove the case, or prove against the
See,
case.
yeah, but I haven't done
whichever.
any
Like real research. I'm just kind of like off the top of my head. I was like, well, what are, because I know that people with these updates, and things, I've seen dozens of times creators linking through, like on Kickstarter too. They link through to like their next sign up. It's actually kind of annoying because you see, oh, a new update, and it's them letting you know that the sign up for their next campaign is live. And they,
Right.
this thing was updated 2 campaigns ago, right?
Yeah. So okay. Oh, but Crit. I read. You asked what have I looked at or read, and I forget what I flipped through, but I read Crit. Crit was fun.
Show me on the cam. Turn on your desk cam and let me see.
That is
There we go.
my desk cam.
Nice.
You mean make me big?
Oh, I guess I'm on the delay. I'm looking at the YouTube, not the StreamYard. My bad. I'm a
Yes.
dumbass.
Okay. Prepare to be unimpressed with various details, like the original number 0 artwork. Is that's Glare City there.
That does leave a little bit to be desired,
Oh yeah, this is the original number 0, and yeah, it's pretty rough. It's really rough. The thing about Crit was it's based on a role-playing game they had. So if you approach it correctly and say this is just a recording of a whole bunch of guys, having fun, then my expectations kind of change, and that was actually a really good thing. So there's no hero's journey here. There is character growth at some point, but don't.
It looks like there's art
This
growth
is not
at some
high.
point.
Sorry.
Looks like there's
Oh
art
yeah,
growth.
they hired some. Yeah, they hired some people for some really good covers. But the thing was, it's just fun. And if you want to say it's just dumb fun, well, fine. I don't care. I think issue 3, which is this one, if I'm not mixing it up, issue 3 was mostly narrated by them in a debriefing telling about what just happened. And then they show you action scenes to punctuate it. And it was like, wow, some of these characters are really annoying, but that's probably who these people are in real life. So the dialogue really is from their role-playing game, as far as I can tell, because all the role players have writing credits. So that kicks ass.
Interesting.
This guy's like 6'7" or something. Yeah.
Is
And
he that
anyway,
way
I
in real
finally
life
finished.
too?
What, this guy? I don't think so. I don't think whoever's playing the telepathic cat is that way in real life. So,
Now,
but yeah, they have a telepathic cat. I am too.
Cool.
So the big deal about this was it ended up just being a lot of fun. Just expect to be annoyed by people saying stupid things, and then the whole book turns into a ton of fun. The artwork, it improves, and then it's a little bit hit and miss at the end, like he was hurrying or something. No offense to him, but this is not like a great piece. Also, for some reason it bent right here while I was holding it. I have no idea how. So it's not Eric Nienoltowski level, but you can tell they worked hard on it. And this is where, when he goes into whatever his powers are, the size of his text and his telepathic pet cat shrinks, and I actually couldn't read it. So I had to take out a magnifier and use my phone and zoom in on it. And
I wonder
really
who lettered this.
doesn't work. I'm not sure, but there are lettering improvements
look,
that need to be made.
They look too tall and squished. They could have been drawn out better with a better shape to properly frame the text. Like there on your right hand side, your right hand, that dude with the hood and the mask, yeah, that bubble right by his head, that could have been more oval. There are too many lines of dialogue stacked on top of each other that are like 3 words long. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like you're reading 3 words and then you're jumping to another line and then you're reading 3 more words. There are all sorts of rules and techniques to lettering that most people have no idea about. And I've only started learning them myself because we've been working on various other parts of editing for our company. And Freak Girl's actually been looking into a lot of the different nuances in lettering. And one of the problems that you have here with the way that this is lettered is that your eyes are going to be jumping way more than they need to, going that vertical scroll of text with only three words in a line. You need a full phrase. And if you have a page of something where your eyes don't comprehend the flow of dialogue, like either it's a word you don't know, or it's a alignment of letters in sequence, like in a line, that makes you trip. You get into these weird reading loops where you have to go back and read again what you just read, and that exhausts people, and it makes it very hard to get through something like a comic.
Yeah, that didn't quite trip me up the way you said just now. By the way, I found this to be tolerable. This I could deal with right there. There's another one, but there were times
straight lines are,
had to,
hey, look, it's Eric July.
Yeah. Let's see. There's because I would fall asleep. I'd read like 3 pages at a time in this, and then have to go back and reread the last page first the next night. I kept falling asleep. I could not remember who this guy was by the time I got out of this book. But it turns out he shows up like way early too, and yeah. So there's a lot of following. There was one in here where 2 people are talking, and I could not. I looked at the lettering and I'm like, that's throwing me off. It's bad. So this is okay. You get that. There was another one where it's a single panel, but in the single panel, it wasn't even like this. It wasn't even this good. It take this and expand these 2 far apart from each other, and then put this one way over here. That's what it was. It was just like, what the hell is that? It was like 1, 2, 3. No, this is the answer to that. Lettering errors totally throw me off at times. And I think that panel, the one I can't find, is like the worst in here. So you've got 2 characters whose, when they're using a certain voice and their text goes purple, they shrink, and now you can't read it. That was one problem, but the book was still a lot of fun. It's just he needs some comic making improvement.
Yeah, and these are little things that you can learn on your own and through experience talking to other creators, right? Like you learn your as much, like everyone gets like a little bit of a start reading comic book technique and comic book making books, right? And then like once you get into it, you pick up things along the way. Like I didn't know. I think the first thing that I learned about lettering is that you don't put serifs on everything. Like your capital I isn't going to have feet, right? The top bar and the lower bar on the I, that doesn't happen. And I had no idea. No, well, why? Then I got like an hour-long explanation as to why. Mo Big says, this is so close to my wish of having Blue do old school your boy Zach style reviews. No, if he was going to do that, we'd have to be talking about lawn care for like 15 minutes before we get into it, Mo. Oh, look, it's Exiled. Very cool. You got the issue from Whatnot. Is that the graphic novel? The hardcover one? That's just an issue. That's a single issue.
Yeah, it's the preview. And I have previewed it, and I like it a lot.
Well, yeah, you like it? Awesome. I'll tell Adam.
I like it. Oh no, he already knows. All right, I got it from him.
Oh, excellent.
Just looking at things in Blue's box. Anyway, but that's what I did this week. I finally finished Crit. It took forever. So.
I probably would have quit on the series. Just if we're being completely honest, looking at the dialogue the way that it was, I probably would have just quit on reading it, and I would have skimmed the pages, and if I could read the sequential art and kind of get a sense of the story from there, I would have and kept going. But I think it was Kayla Adrian asked this question on Twitter. She says, what attracts you to a comic? And people were giving a lot of good answers. A lot of people, were saying like, oh, it's the art. that attracts me. Oh, it's the characters that attract me. And I said it's the cover because that's, when you're in the shop, you see a comic, it's like, oh, that's a cool cover. But like to keep reading a comic, you've got to have cool designs and aesthetics, right? And
Yeah.
then to read a comic, you've got to have good layouts and good dialogue, good framing. And then to like want to get the next one, you have to have a good plot and dynamic dialogue, very powerful dialogue, so that you actually want to like pick up the next book itself. But like wanting a comic, buying a comic, reading a comic, and getting the next one are all kind of like stages on the list, right? Like you can see the thing, you want it, and then you can see the thing, want to get it, and you just don't read it. Or if you read it, you might not want to get the next one. So it's funny because it's so different than regular books, man. There's so many other little
It is.
factors that go into it that separate it from other mediums.
And the success is based on, I mean, don't judge a book by the sales of number 1. Judge it by the
Right.
sales of number, 5.
Hey, it's
whatever.
Kakashi Murder Dolls.
Yes, and he wanted me to show
Very
you
cool.
this. Why is this not working? What is? There we go. Now I'm bigger. Okay, he wanted me to show you this before he goes and feeds his family. So,
I saw some of the cool preview art for this that Liam was showing.
I'll try not to be redundant then. I think that's one of them. I should move this way. There we go.
Yep.
That's one of them. Did you see this on the stream earlier?
No. I just got home and ran down into the basement and turned on my camera.
Thanks. I appreciate you putting the effort in. Oh yeah, there's some gruesomeness right there.
Nice. Yeah, definitely manga style blood. Getting his face
Mhm.
chopped in quarters.
But it's acceptable in American comics because it's black and not red. So, Random page. Oh, here we go. This thing again. Oh, there you go.
Very
Liam said he
neat.
just wanted you to see this before he went. So there we are.
Thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate that. That does look really cool.
Not a problem. Thanks for showing up.
Yeah, of
I
course.
feel a little weird at first.
Yeah, to leave you all by your lonesome. I'm sorry about that.
Nobody wants me
hope-
alone on a stream. What's his name? Mo has
Hopefully
made this.
next week. He's made it extremely clear that he doesn't want you like just sitting there by yourself. I know. I
Yes.
apologize.
Yeah.
Hopefully next week I'll have more stuff that we can open up. And if I don't, we're going into the weekend and there's just no mail. I think
Mhm.
what I'll do is I'll go through some of the stuff that we've opened up so far because it's all in a pile like right there, and
Yeah.
I'll read some of it and I can talk to you about some of the stuff that we got. And I remember you opened some stuff too that I recall. Maybe we could talk about tragedy, and I could talk about Niobe, and then we could talk about what's her name, Black Bishop, the chick
Mhm.
from Marcel's new book. And we can talk about some badass chicks. That's if we don't get any mail between now and then. But we could we could figure out other stuff to do too, right? Doesn't have to
Yeah.
just be unboxing. Although that was the original idea behind the show.
So you're leading me into the lion's den of, ooh, I could do this and this and this, and I still haven't finished the other thing. I promised
Yeah.
Nino Towski a review of Shadow Sentry #1 13 months ago, and I said, this is really
Well-
good. I'm trying to catch up on my certs. I want to review this. And so the thing is now, but I also promised I'd use the black and white edition to do it. Do you? Yeah, the hardcover. So
I don't have the
now
hardcover.
oh yeah, but you have all
I
those
do
metal
not have
prints, which are so cool. Anyway, it's like I gotta reread before I can do reviews, and and now you're giving me like, no, you know what we could do before next week? My homework assignment to myself is to catch up on tragedy. So,
I don't know. I mean, maybe it is. I was just throwing stuff out there. If you need to do a review for Nino Towski on Shadow Sentry, we could kill two birds with one stone. You could read #1, setting yourself up for #2. You could let him know what you thought about what you were supposed to tell him 13 months ago, and then we could talk about Shadow Sentry #2 because now that I have it, I'm equipped to discuss it.
that absolutely works
Yeah.
for me. And let's see. Okay, Blue's at his best when he chimes in because she's got a great thought as opposed to trying to avoid dead air. Huh? Oh, thanks. Calling me a she. Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe I thought for a minute, is he making fun of the little that comes out of me every so often because I'm missing a tooth? That I bit something and lost the tooth a long time ago. Anyway, yeah. All right. So we're set up for next week. I have homework to do,
Yeah.
but right now I got to go lift though.
All right, cool. Go.
Wait.
That
Were you going to
iron,
show us
man.
something? What was that?
No. I was just pulling this out. It's the Colossals. It's something that was in the pile from last week. I don't know what it is, man. I see Sharkman and I get excited.
Yes.
Weird
Okay. Hey, thanks.
fetish of mine,
Thank
I
you
guess.
everybody for being here. No, that was an accident. Cool. So am I. Anyway, Felix, thank you for being here and posting links. Mo Biggs, we love it when you're here. We being me and everyone else. Comics Mate, this would not be a stream without Mo. Dean, thanks for being here. I don't know who King of Squibs is, but I'm glad he was here. And who else have we got? Everybody, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a good night. Neff? And it's ended.